A very good morning to all. Welcome back to the maths class. In the last class, we have seen exercise 2.6 up to the fourth sum. Arrange search in descending order. First and second sum are very important. I said these two sums are very important. Now we'll move on to the fifth question. Can you get a pure surd when you find the sum of two surds? There are four subdivisions are there. We will see one by one these four subdivisions. The first subdivision is the sum of two surds. Yes. The answer what you have to write? Yes. We can get a surd. You are right. Yes, we can get a surd. We are going to explain this by using the examples. Two examples. Example A is nothing but 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2. Here both the surds are same, like surds. So we can add the numbers in front. That is 3 plus 5 root 2. What is 3 plus 5? 8 root 2. So if you add the two surds, you are getting a surd. This is another example. I am going to give another example, that 3 root 6 plus 2 root 6 equal to 3 plus 2 root 6, which is equal to 3 plus 2 5 root 6. So if you add two sets, we will get another surds. The second subdivision is the difference of two surds. Different of two surds. Will you get a surd? This is also you can write this. Yes, we can get a surd. For example, A. Root 75 minus root 48. This root 75 we can write it as root 5 into 5 into 3 minus root 4 into 4 into 3. So for two numbers we can take one number outside, 5 root 3 minus 4 root 3. Here 5 minus 4 root 3. So what is 5 minus 4? Which is equal to 1 root 3. You can also write it as root 3. This is example 1. We will see another example also. Example B, root 98 minus root 72, which is equal to square root of 7 into 7 into 2 minus square root of 6 into 6 into 2. For two numbers we can take 7 outside. 7 root 2 minus 6 root 2. So 7 minus 6 root 2, which is equal to 1 root 2, which is equal to 2. So you can subtract here two surds in order to get another surd. Now the third subdivision. The product of two surds. This also, yes, we can get a surd. Example A. Here I am taking two surds, that is root 8 into root 6. I have taken this two surds. Here the orders are same. Here also 2, here also 2. So you can multiply the number 8 into 6. 8 6 are 48. If you multiply two surds, again we are getting a surd. So that only we are saying that yes, we can get a surd. We will see another example also. Root 11 into root 3. So root 11 into 3, root 33. Are you able to understand? If you multiply two surds, you are getting again a surd. The fourth subdivision. The quotient of two surds. What will be the quotient of two surds? Here also we are going to write, yes, we can get a surd. The first example, A, root 55 minus divided by root 5, which is equal to square root of 55 by 5. Here you cancel it and you will get 11, so root 11. Now what you understood, if you divide two surds, again you are getting a surd. Another example, B, root 65 divided by root 13. So root 65 by 13. So now you cancel it, you will get root 5. So again you are getting, if you divide two surds, you will get another surd only. This is exercise sum number 5. Now we will move on to sum number 6. The sum number 6 says that, can you get a rational number when you compute the sum of two surds? Can you get a rational number? You have to understand what is meant by rational numbers. Can you get a rational number by adding two surds, difference two surds, product two surds, and quotient of two surds? So this four subdivisions we are going to see now. The first subdivision is the sum of two surds. If you add two surds, whether you will get a rational number or not, that is the question. So we will see this by using an example. What we have to write? Yes, the sum of two surds will give a rational number. So we will see, we have to say that the sum of two surds will give a rational number. We will see this by using an example. A, 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3, it's nothing but 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So root 3 minus root 3 plus root 3 will get cancelled. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Now we can note down that here 2 plus root 3 is a surd, 2 minus root 3 is another surd. So if you add two surds, you are getting a rational number 4. So this is one example for that. I am going to give another example, that is root 5 plus 4 plus 7 minus root 5. Another example this, here root 5 plus 4 plus 7 minus root 5. So plus root 5 minus root 5 will get cancelled. You will get 4 plus 7 equal to 11. This is another example for if you add two surds, you are getting a rational number 11. Now we will move on to the second subdivision. Yes, the second subdivision is the difference of two surds is a rational number or not. We have to tell yes, the difference of two surds will give a rational number. How? With an example, that is 5 plus root 7 minus 5 plus root 7 equal to, this minus we have to multiply inside, 5 plus root 7 minus of minus plus 5 minus into plus minus root 7. So 7 plus 7 minus 7 will get cancelled. You will get 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So here what you understood, if you take two surds and if you subtract it, you will get a rational number. Another example we will see, that is root 11 plus 5 minus 3 plus root 11. So here also root 11 plus 5 minus of minus plus 3 minus root 11. Root 11 will get cancelled. 5 plus 3, 8 is the answer. Similar way, we will move on to the third subdivision. The product of two surds. What we have to write? Yes, the product of two surds will give a rational number. Rational number. So listen here. The first example is root 5 into root 5. So I have taken a rational number surd, another surd I am going to multiply, that is nothing but root 5 into 5. For 2 5s you can take 1 5 outside. So I am multiplying two surds, but I am getting a rational number here. Similar way, another example is also root 11 into root 11 equal to root 11 into 11, which is equal to 11. So this is like this only. We are taking two surds and multiplying, but we arrived at the rational number. Now the fourth subdivision. The quotient of two surds. Yes, the quotient of two surds will give a rational number. First example, a root 32 divided by 8, which is equal to root 32 by 8. If you cancel it, you will get 4, which is equal to root 4. Root 4 is nothing but 2. So here you can look at this one, root 8. Root 32 is a surd and root 8 is another surd. We are dividing this, but we are getting an answer is rational number without the root. Another example is root 50 divided by root 2. So root 50 by 2, if you divide it, you will get 25, which is nothing but root 25. Root 25 is nothing but 5. So here also you can check it out. Here is one surd, here is another surd. We are dividing it, but with the quotient what we got is rational number. Understood, children? Now we will move on to the next exercise. The next exercise is exercise 2.7. First sum, rationalize the denominator. The first subdivision is 1 by root 50. We will see how to rationalize these denominators. What is meant by rationalizing in this exercise? Rationalize the denominator. First subdivision is 1 by root 50. This root 50 we can write it as root 25 into 2. 25 into 2. The next one, this 25, root 25 we can write it as 1 by 5 root 2. Are you able to understand? Because 5 is a 25, so we have to take this 5 outside. So 5 root 2. Here the odd one is root 2. So we have to multiply with root 2 and divide it by root 2. If you multiply and divide it, root 2 by 5 into root 2 into root 2, 2. Again I am telling, root 2 into root 2 is 2 equal to root 2 by 5 2s are 10. So 1 by root 50 we can rationalize the denominator and convert this into root 2 by 10. Now you may ask, sir, in the numerator we are having surd, sir. So why, sir, you left the surd in the numerator? You may ask like this. They didn't ask for the numerator to rationalize. They asked for the rationalize the denominator. Denominator, you should not have surds. That is the meaning of rationalizing. So here look at here, in the denominator we are having 10. There should not be any surds in the denominator. Look at here, in this sum we are having 5 in the denominator. So what we have to do, 5 by 3 root 5 into root 5 by root 5. If you multiply like this, 5 root 5 by 3 into root 5 into root 5. As I said earlier, root 2 into root 2, here root 5 into root 5, 5. Are you able to understand? Here the 5, both the 5's will get cancelled. Now we will get root 5 by 3. That is the answer for the second subdivision. The third subdivision is root 75 by root 18. Root 75 by root 18. We have to do the prime factorization method for 75. So 5 tables, 1 5 is 5, 15 times, again 5 table, 3. For 18, you go for 3 tables, you will get 6, again 3 tables, 2. So what you are getting here, 5 square into 3, for 75, 5 square into 3 square root by 3 square into 2. For 18 we will get 3 square into 2. So for 5 square and square root it will become 5 root 3. So for the square and square root will get cancelled. We will take 5 outside. So 5 root 3 by 3 root 2. 3 root 2. Now look at the denominator. Denominator, here having root 2 in the denominator. So this number only we have to rationalize. What you have to do? So here root 2 is there. In order to rationalize that, 3 root 2 multiply and divide by root 2. What is the denominator part that you have to multiply and divide it? You will get 5 root 2 into root 3, root 3 into root 2 will get root 6 by 3 into root 2 into root 2, 2. Again I am telling you, root 2 into root 2, 2. So 5 root 6 by 5 root 6 by 6 is the answer. Everybody understand? 5 root 6 by 6 is the answer. Now we will move on to the fourth subdivision. 3 root 5 by root 6. 3 root 5 by root 6. What we have to do here, sir? So here denominator is root 6 is there. Denominator is root 6 is there. This denominator only we have to rationalize. So we have to multiply and divide it by root 6. Root 6. So if you multiply 3 root 5 into 6 by root 6 into root 6, 6. Now this 2 will get cancelled 1 times, 2 times. So this is nothing but root 30 by 2. Now we rationalize the denominator. Here the denominator is, in the question the denominator is 3 root 5 by root 6, but we change this denominator into 2. That is called rationalizing. Are you able to understand? The denominator part, there should not be any surds. Here the denominator is root 6. Here I changed into 2. Here natural number, like that we have to convert the denominator into a natural number. It simply will say that rational numbers. We will convert this into a rational numbers. That is called rationalizing the denominator. Are you able to understand, children? Yes. Go through this rationalizing the denominator. Some examples also there. And then we will see the next class. Thank you, children. Thank you in the next class. Thank you. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.